This is the 2019 Absa Cape Epic route, proudly brought to you by Land Rover. From the iconic slopes of Table Mountain to the craggy shoreline of the southern coast, traversing the famous Winelands and summiting high mountain passes, the passage to the Absa Cape Epic legend is guarded by stern challenges. 8 days, 624 kilometers, and 16,650 meters of climbing. A truly untamed route lies between the Prologue at the University of Cape Town and the grand finale at Val de Vie. Rugged mountain trails, bone-jarring dual tracks, windswept gravel roads, and yes, sand will need to be conquered. Memories will be forged during the hours of suffering and seconds of ultimate bliss. Writing one's name into the finisher's book of legend will require scaling more meters of climbing per kilometer than in any Absa Cape Epic to date. Do you have what it takes? The mother city hosts the Prologue at the University of Cape Town on the roads and trails of South African National Park's flagship, Table Mountain. Prologue, the Grand Depart. Distance, 21 kilometers. Climbing, 600 meters. The race gets underway with a fast and furious prologue. Fans will gather at Dead Man's Tree, overlooking picturesque Cape Town at the highest point of the stage. From there, riders will weave along the contour tracks towards the infamous Plum Pudding descent, the race's inaugural Land Rover technical terrain. Steep and dusty Plum Pudding has claimed numerous collarbones in its 2 previous Absa Cape Epic outings, so exercise caution. Hermanus and its shallow, sheltered bay is world-renowned for fantastic southern right whale watching. The quiet seaside town hosts the first race village for 2 nights, while its mountainous trails provide the battleground for Stage 1, Heaven and Back to Earth. Distance, 112 kilometers. Climbing, 2,700 meters. Starting and finishing at Hermanus High School, the opening marathon day pits the riders against a relentless series of challenges across rugged and ever-climbing terrain in the Hermel en Aarde Valley. The first Dimension Data hotspot crowns arguably the toughest climb of the stage, Cut Kloof. On the homebound run, the gorge provides the Land Rover technical terrain, a twisting trail cut into the cliff face. Stage 2, Enter Sandman. Distance, 86 kilometers. Climbing, 2,250 meters. A deceptively difficult stage from Hermanus to Oak Valley. If Stage 1 did not harden you up, Stage 2 certainly will. So take a teaspoon of cement and let a little air out of the tires. The Sandman has returned and we're off to Never Never Land. The Machine, a sandy single track cut by motocross tires, provides the day's Land Rover technical terrain. Bram Gericke's 6-kilometer long single track climb, the Wildekranstokolosh, provides a new portal into the Hottentots Holland Mountains and to Oak Valley beyond. Oak Valley is home for 3 nights. The race village is situated in the shadow of Groenenburg, in the heart of world-class orchards. The race fruits in each rider's training labors will be revealed here as the route heads up the fabled Green Mountain. Stage 3, the Emerald Princess. Distance, 103 kilometers. Climbing, 2,800 meters. Starting and finishing at Oak Valley, this stage would in any other year be the Queen Stage. Punctuated by 4 major climbs, Neverberg, South Hill, the Mac Daddy, and of course Groenenberg, which has been known to make even the strongest crumble. Rutted tracks make the long ascent of Groenenberg a test of focus and fitness. At the highest point of the race, a dimension data hotspot awaits, followed by a rocky dual track descent and the Land Rover technical terrain climb to Dineg. Stage 4, just like clockwork. Distance 43 kilometers. Climbing 1,000 meters. The single track-filled time trial kicks off and concludes at Oak Valley. Racing against the clock, the challenge provided by the trails of Stage 4 should not be underestimated. It promises fun on the vast network of Oak Valley and Paul Kluwer single tracks, but each manicured downhill comes with a strenuous climbing penalty. Mountain biking fans can gather at the Paul Kluwer Amphitheatre, where the route crosses itself on the elevated bridges and wide barrel berms of the bike park, guaranteeing 2 sightings of each team. The scintillating Fissy's Magic Trail, which descends along a forest track, provides the time trial's Land Rover technical terrain. Teamwork and avoiding fatigue-induced mechanical mishaps will be key to posting a fast time. The second moving day takes riders into the historic Cape Winelands to the student town of Stellenbosch. It is a global mountain biking mecca and our home for 2 nights. But to get there, riders have to conquer the Queen Stage. Stage 5, Newton's Queen. Distance 100 kilometers. Climbing 2,850 meters. The Queen Stage takes in a massive amount of climbing en route from Oak Valley to Stellenbosch. It also marks the return of an old favorite, the portage down the Ganto Pass. Claiming both a place in mountain biking folklore and World Heritage Site status, it is a route highlight. Then, it introduces riders to the King's Climb, complete with dimension data hotspot at the summit. It has all the hallmarks of being the king and queen maker of the entire route. Long, brutally steep, it grinds inexorably into the clouds above Somerset West. The Land Rover technical terrain on the Helderberg trails follows and provides a berm-filled blast from the masts into the vineyards. Completing the Queen Stage is no guarantee of finishing, however. Can you go the distance? Stage 6, Death and Taxes. Distance 89 kilometers. Climbing 2,650 meters. Single tracks and vineyard climbs are as much a certainty in Stellenbosch as death and taxes. Starting in the 340-year-old town, ascents of Botmaskop, Simmonsburg and Klopmatskop provide calf-crunching climbs. While Skyfall, the technical Knickknack single track and the extensive Simmonsburg trail networks provide downhill thrills to those with the skills and energy reserves to enjoy them. Klopmatskop and its oft-rocky single tracks is the staging ground for the day's Land Rover technical terrain. Val de Vie, the host of the Champs-Élysées of mountain biking, is the epitome of luxury and provides a fitting culmination to the 2019 Absa Cape Epic. Stage 7, the grand finale. Distance 70 kilometers. Climbing 1,800 meters. The last stage takes riders into the famed Yonkers Hook on the route from Stellenbosch to Champagne on the polo fields of Val de Vie. In Yonkers Hook, Boss Lace and Bennett's Red set the scene, before Armageddon and its rock wall ride for the brave marks the final Land Rover technical terrain of the race. Thereafter, climbing is on the cards, past Botmaskop and Vierberg to Boschendal and Val de Vie for trails worthy of concluding this 8-day untamed African mountain bike race experience. totaling 624 kilometers with 16,650 meters of climbing through some of the Western Cape's most beautiful mountains and iconic wine farms. This is the 2019 Absa Cape Epic at its picturesque and challenging best. The route has been revealed, the gauntlet has been thrown down. Do you have what it takes?